everybody. This drip rail on this side, I got it welded in mostly. I stopped here because I still got to cut and weld in this visor, and I also got to weld the visor to the A-post. Welded it on the underside too, of course. Stopped here because it was a little funky here, so I gotta like clamp stuff and move it. So actually I'll do that. I'll take the door off, finish that up, weld this little bit here, and then move to the other side, do the same thing. Then it's the agonizing part of metal finishing all these welds. 6, 12, 24 feet of weld has to be finished out. Take 1 inch at a time. That's all I gotta do. It's daunting, but you know, you get it done. And then, you know, look, button up little things and then roof insert, which it's on here now. I don't know if I showed anybody before, but this is the Walden insert. It's been sitting around a while. That's why it's a little rusty, but you know, this is the better of the two. The other one I think we're honestly just gonna cut in half and sell as 2 separate roof inserts. It's got the correct crown, it's got, you know, everything's right on it, it's still the right shape, but there's a lot of rust damage. It's gonna need a skim coat. This one's gonna need less of a skim coat. It's gonna need a skim coat just the same, but it's better than the other one. He just got these so long ago, you know, time caught up, and that happens to all of us. But I'm gonna be making the second insert for the other sedan he has. So that's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna have this one here as really a template to make it to, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I had a good one. The boys had a ton of fun, and I got new spiffy work clothes, so kind of feel good. I never really had work jeans, work pants, I guess you could call them. So I'm taking them. Later on lunchtime, Kelly's gonna come out and we're gonna work on the front end. I got all the pieces that I need. Also some shock stuff, front shock mounts. I have a plan for the lower shock mounts on the front, but I got new bolts for these springs because the bolts that are always in them always break. So you gotta replace these when you're doing your main leaf. Well, I do anyway. I don't know about the springs everywhere else, but the ones I encounter are terrible. Rear and front shackles. I got these, and I thought I was gonna run them, but I forgot that they're chrome for one, and two, this one doesn't come off easily. So if I was to switch it to these 41 shackles that I wanted to use, I would have had to kind of like break these apart. So I'm just not going to use them. I'm going to save them for, I don't know, maybe my 36. Have some fancy shackles in the front. But I'm going to use these and those dog bones and just, you know, put them in a drawer. And I got all the parts. So shackles front and rear. I have new. Got all my leaf springs set together. Like I said, I'm going to contour a little bit. Paint them. Kelly's going to help me clean this up. Paint it. So lower shock mount's going to go through here. Upper is that one I have there. I think it's all set because everything else I'm just going to steal from what's under the 40 now, like the steering arms. I'm not going to use these. I'm going to put these aside, maybe use them on some kind of, I don't know, crappy thing I'm throwing together or something. It's nice to have just stuff laying around sometimes. But yeah, clean it up as best I can. Shoot it with some paint, call it a day. Nothing too crazy, but you know, just make it look nice. But then that's it. I think I got everything to put this underneath, and it's gonna be low. Doing the rear spring is gonna be a little more difficult. We'll see when we get there. I don't know how far we're gonna get today. Probably just gonna clean this thing up and paint it. Maybe assemble the spring on it, put the spring on the front end, but I'm not sure we're gonna get that far. We'll see. But let me get back to welding. Alright, so we got Kelly girl. Kelly builds. Sun's in the face, but yeah, there's Kelly. We were working on the 40 front end like I said we were gonna. So she's getting all suited up.
Safety first.
To wire wheel this front end so we can paint it so it looks nice. I know you guys were busting me up because I said I was going to put it under just the way it is because the rest of it underneath looks like this. I guess we'll paint it. What the heck.
That's the worst that can happen, right?
So yeah, while she's doing that, I'm going to take this spring apart and contour the edges like I said I was going to do. And I'll probably shoot some paint on those. Then by the time I'm done with that, we'll probably shoot some paint on this. And
the kids will be awake.
Yeah, the kids will probably be awake. And then I'll get back to work. But we'll see how much we can get done. Hopefully we get the whole thing cleaned off and painted today. Two, three.
Come on.
So she's taking the tie rods and the drag link off because we're gonna use the ones from the 40.
So what would I expect to work?
All right. SD card error. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Kelly took the nuts off the tie rods and the drag link, so now she's gonna smack it with a hammer to loosen them up.
Yeah. What the heck are you doing? I want to do the hammer.
Show you
Do the hammer.
where to hit. I'm showing YouTube where to hit. So if you don't know how to get these off, most of you guys probably know. Smack right there. Don't smack this. Don't smack this. Smack that.
Smack that.
And they should pop right off.
This?
Yep, smack right here. Like it owes you money, Kelly.
Stupid.
There you go. See? Now, it's going to be harder. I want to get the piece of wood. Put it underneath, right here, but not underneath here.
No.
Yeah, just hit the arm.
Right
Yep.
here? Or can I do
No.
this one? I have to hit the
Yep.
ball. Or it's up.
On the other side. Go in front of it. Somewhere like that. Good.
Just let me do my thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now the other side. There you go. Done.
Yeah. Oh, Jacas. So strong.
Really forward heavy too.
I wish I had that
Help
problem.
anything.
Well, they're off anyway, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'll just continue with the wire wheel.
Yeah.
Right.
Continue cleaning it up so we can paint it because the kid's gonna wake up
Yes.
anytime soon. Oh, missed one.
Can you do that one more time? Yeah, that's funny. You'd be like, what the hell is that chick doing? You know? At first.
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
Like, me personally?
Yeah, what the heck are you doing?
Huh?
Having a wash. Maintenance. Didn't do the best job wire wheeling. I'm not saying Kelly's fault, it's both of our faults. We can't take it really fully apart. There's really no point. It's a waste of time on this car. So, you know, we did what we could. It's gonna look a lot better than it was, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But, you know, not to the standard I'd like to have, but at the end of the day, it's just a family beater all around kind of car. It's not too big of a deal. I'm also running out of paint.
Sick.
I'll check if I got some in the back, but I think we're out. Alright, so I just finished off this first coat on the bottom side with the paint I just got. And I flipped these leaves over and flipped the shock mounts and gave everything a nice coat. So this is drying and this is obviously drying. My thought process here, obviously if I bang anything up, I nick anything up, I can just go in and spray it up, touch it up. The springs, yes, they're going to scratch each other when I put them together. That's what it is. I'll touch them up again. But I had an idea, I think I've done this before, putting on the spring. I am going to put the bushings and shackles on the main leaf only. Don't put the whole leaf together, just put the main leaf on the front end. Hook it on there, get your shackles on, and then assemble the spring with the main leaf in place. I think that's going to work out mint. I feel like I've done that before, and I have an idea that that's going to save the stress of having to put on shackles, you know, like with a whole spring pack that's together, because then you need to squeeze it and extend it and use that little, well, not little, but I have this big angle here that I use to, you know, squeeze up against this to spread the ends out. It'll save me having to do that and scratching up the paint real bad. I'm definitely going to scratch it some, because to get all the leaves to compress, I'm going to need to put a C-clamp on it. But that's just going to put a little mark on there, and then I can just touch that up easy. I think that's the way to go, so I'm going to do it that way. front and rear. Especially with the rear, with the limited access I have under there, it's just going to be on jack stands. I feel like I'm not going to have too much room, so if I assemble the spring with the main leaf in place, it'll save me a bunch of grief. So on the sedan, I don't know if I showed you, but you definitely saw this side. I welded this side, the top and the bottom. I got the whole thing welded from here over down to the end. And this side, I welded the top side fully, and the bottom side I don't have welded yet. I think I might do that now or after I put this top coat on the front end. I don't know. Whatever happens, I'll get this done at some point. Hope to get it done today, but I won't do that tonight if I come out because I really want to get this assembled. Unless that flies together and I do it in 20 minutes, then I'll hop on that and start welding. But dry enough. Nice. Oops.
Watch your head. Are you working?
All right, so I get this side welded. I'm leaving these ends kind of open till I do what I need to do to the end. But the two are on there. I can start the process of metal finishing probably Thursday, because tomorrow we're taking a trip and getting that mystery car, getting up early, driving down a few states down, New Jersey, and we're picking up the car. I'll try to do some filming there, but I don't want to be that, you know what, that's shoving the camera in people's faces. But I'll talk to him, see what he thinks, because it's a pretty special kind of car to me. So, you know, we'll see. Well, I should clarify this. It's not a whole car, it's just a body. But, yes. Pretty special. You'll see that tomorrow. Thanks for watching this one. See you guys on Wednesday.